Okay, now that we have the walls up, there are a couple of things to do. Well, first of all, we need to put a roof on this model. But before we do that, we need to turn these walls into a separate layer so that I can be able to toggle it on and off later on. So what we want to do is go into Window, open Layers, and make a layer named Walls. Then we need to go again back into Windows and open an Entry Info window. I'll move it right here so you can see what we're doing. Then I'm going to take my select tool and select this whole model. You see I got highlighted blue. And now we have 548 entries in there. Click down, find the layer named Wall into the drop-down menu of layers. And now, if I was to uncheck the wall section, the walls would disappear. Check it again, and the walls will appear. So anyway, let me make it disappear for a second. Disappear. Then, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make another layer and name it Plan. Okay. So now that I have that, I'm going to select the plan. There we go. And select from the drop-down layers uh, the layer named plan. So now this, all the information for this plan is in that folder right there. So if I was to click on that one, it would disappear. Click on it again, it appears. Click on my walls and they appear. So after I built my plan, if I was my model, if I didn't want to see this floor plan anymore, I can just turn it off if I wanted to. Alright, so here we go. So now we are ready to build our roof. And this is how I propose to do it. There's a lot of different ways, of course, but firstly, I need to be a meter out from here and a meter out from there. So I'm going to build it, zoom in, click 1 meter, enter. There's many different ways of doing it, but this is the easiest way for me right now. There's another one, enter. So now I can make a 1 meter square there. Alright, so that's what's going to be my outside corner of the roof right there. And if I was to make another line right there for now, just for reference point, right there, and from there make one line 1 meter, and another 1 meter, enter. Is that 1 meter? That looks kind of big. Let me make sure that that's right. Measure it. Oh, that's 2 meters. See, I thought it looked kind of big. Hold backspace so we can erase it and do 1 enter. There. So now my roof should be from this corner to that corner. So I'm going to take my rectangle and make a rectangle all the way to there. There we go. Now I can erase those reference lines that I had before. Okay, where's this reference line? There we go. Now that I have that, I want to cut these sections out here. So I know that I can use my, from here to there I want that to be 1 meter. From here to there I want it to be 1 meter. I could have done that with my reference lines also. Then you need to zoom in to get it where you want it. Is that 1 meter? That looks bigger. Yeah, it is 1 meter. That's because I'm zoomed in. Okay. So if I draw a line from here to there now, escape. I also need to draw another line right there. Make that also 1. Enter. Okay, I pretty much have all the lines where I am and one right here. Go. Okay, so now I can draw my line there, there. Okay, wait, I cannot figure that out. That's fine, I'll make it bigger, I can erase it later. Alright, now erase all my reference lines. Take that out, and that out. And I have the outline of the roof. At this point I can use my layers that I did earlier and toggle off the walls, so I don't have to bother with that anymore. And I can use my push-pull tool to pull this roof up by 0.1, which is like 4 inches. Enter. There we go. 0.1 of a meter up. Now let me pause this because there's a couple things that I need to do. Okay. Okay, now that I have the surface for my roof there, let me see what those lines. If I can take those lines out. Mine, maybe not. Sometimes when you pull things, Google has a SketchUp has a way of putting lines in. See that we couldn't do that. Okay, all backspace, put everything back. Let me see why there's no line back there. Okay. Alright, so now let's see if this is gonna work. We take our protractor, place it on the face so it's green, hold down the shift button to lock in that position, get it into that corner there, then click somewhere on the edge and pull it up. So now we have a line right there, you see it? Showing us the angle that we want. I want a 25-degree pitch, so I'm going to type 25 and then enter, and I would lock that into the 25-degree pitch. Then I will take my pencil, drag it on the edge until I find my mid mark right there. You see it turned blue? Click there, drag my line up on the blue axis, which is the vertical axis, to where I snapped my line. Click there, click again, and draw a line all the way across. And I just started my roof. Erase that. Take my select tool and select this whole roof right there. Then we're going to use the follow me tool, which is this tool right here, and I'm going to click right on the face of that portion of the roof that I just created, and that should fall around the whole building, that roof. But it also put in there a whole bunch of other junk, so my roof is really hidden under a lot of that junk, and I need to remove it. The way to do that is we'll take your selection tool, click 3 times on the surface. 1, 2, 3. That didn't work. 1, 2, 3. There we go. And you selected all the surfaces. Now right click on that surface, go into intersect faces, intersect with model. Now it put a line on everything so that I can see what it is that I'm erasing. And I'm going to take my eraser and start carefully erase lines. Be careful, if you erase a line that's needed, you're going to lose some of the roof. Like I'm going to make a mistake right now and erase this one. See what happened? If you make that mistake, so just go backspace, hold backspace, and get back to it. And just simply start. Alright, see what I did over there? Backspace. So you want to be careful what it is that we erased. So there we go, erase that line, erase that line. If you see that you're going to make a mistake, and you will make a mistake, just go back to it. Erase that. Now this is kind of tedious, so I'm going to pause and erase everything. Okay, so 5 minutes later, we have our roof. I removed all the unnecessary parts that the follow me command put in there, and as you can see, I like a hip roof. I don't like a gabled roof. That is how it was actually designed for. That's why I did that, but you can also do a gabled roof very easily. What you can do if you like is take the paint, go into colors, go into roofing, and color that roof if you like, to make it a little prettier. And then what you want to do is you want to erase all your reference points that you had before, toggle off the walls, toggle off the plan, so you are left with only the roof. This section down there belongs in the walls, so I'm going to select it, go into Windows, enter info, drop down and put it in my walls. Now that I have the roof only, without anything else, I'm going to take out that little line right there. I'm going to take my select tool and select the whole roof. I'm going to go here and make another one, another layer, and name it roof. Go into my entry info, select roof. Now all that information is inside the roof. So if I was to unclick that one, the roof will go away. There's my walls, there's my plan. If I want to look inside the plan, the model right now to put furniture and do whatever work I wanted to do, just simply take the roof away. And that's pretty much basically how you make a 3D plan. All that remains is to put windows on this. Unfortunately, I don't have much time left in this video. I'm only allowed 15 minutes and I have 14